What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Game Channel. My name is AJ Gels. How y'all doing? We are back with the Council. We're going to be starting Chapter 9, or I think that's what it is, that we're going to Mortimer's office, and, at the end of last episode, Jacques Peru shot himself in the face. I gotta say, so far, I'm liking this chapter better than I like the second one, but it's not pulled me in as much as the first one. I mean, the first one kind of grabbed me. Oh, we're doing this kind of murder mystery slash, missing. It was kind of this occult slash, kind of like murder mystery, kind of like Clue sort of game. And then we threw in all these cool systems. And then last chapter was all about the puzzles, and the puzzles are so annoying. I couldn't get into it. And now we're getting back into the story, and I feel a little lost about where this is all going because of what happened in chapter 2. So I think chapter 2 kind of threw everything off the rails, and this is it kind of getting back on track. It's still a little confusing, but I got to say I'm liking this one better. Let's get into this.
I don't understand. I spoke to him only recently.
Monsieur Peru has lost his mind. It's obvious.
Yet another way for the French to make a spectacle of themselves. Well, once again, it has worked.
My friends, let us settle down, please. We are all in shock, of course. Let us praise Louis's gesture anyway. You did what you could.
Yes, it was very noble of you, Louis.
It wasn't your fault.
There was nothing else you could have done.
I think everyone needs a little rest. Can you stay a moment?
Of course.
How do you know you were talking? Whatever. Oh, thank God. Because I didn't equip any of these at the end of the last video. I was sitting there going, oh, did I miss the chance? All right, okay, so what do we have? We have a point in questioning, erudition, questioning, logic, occultism, and agility. All right. Occultism. Where is questioning? Is that questioning I've already had leveled up? Psychology. Where is logic? Logic I have leveled up. Jeez. All of these I already have the level in. We'll definitely take the one in agility. So we'll equip that. We still can equip 2 more. Occultism, logic, questioning, erudition, or questioning. Where's erudition? Yeah. I'll take questioning and occultism. Because why not?
Louis, I wanted to talk to you a moment about what has happened. All this is tragic, but I wanted to thank you for doing what you could.
I wasn't able to save him.
You couldn't, Louis. You mustn't blame yourself. It is not your fault.
Isn't he? I think he's. I love how Jacques is still here, even though he's, dead. Fiction, immunity to science.
I know this has nothing to do with me, my lord, but don't you think you're partly to blame? It won't escape your attention that he incriminated you before he took his own life.
I heard what he said, yes. Monsieur Peru appeared to blame me for his condition. I certainly encouraged him to succeed, but I wasn't aware he couldn't handle the pressures of the situation. Of course, his duties in Paris were very difficult. The choices he had to make were burdensome, but that was the path he had chosen. Should I not have helped him to succeed, perhaps? You heard him yourself. His duties as judge got the better of him.
Did you push him into it?
I wouldn't say push, but I did encourage him, yes.
So yes, you pushed him.
It was my duty to help him as much as I could to become the court judge he dreamed of being. I thought he was capable of it. It appears I was mistaken, unfortunately. What a pity he didn't come and speak to me.
He did.
What do you mean?
He went to talk to you in your study the day before yesterday. Unfortunately, you weren't there.
Well, I was not informed of this. What a waste.
What are your plans now?
What do you mean?
For the conference? After the disappearances of both Elizabeth Adams and my mother, and now the death of Mr. Perlu, I should imagine that your guests are all packing their bags.
This might come as a bit of a shock to you, perhaps because it was so difficult to bring all these figures together. But I am convinced that none of them is preparing to leave.
Are you serious?
They are all very experienced politicians, and though they are, of course, affected by the situation, they know full well that such an opportunity will not come again for a long, long time, if ever. They each represent their nation, and know full well that what is at stake here is far greater than the death of poor Monsieur Peru. You'll see. I am confident that they will all be ready to resume the conference.
If you say so. Allow me to take my leave, please.
Of course. You ought to get some rest. Oh, Louis. One more thing, please. What a pity you didn't support me during the conference. I hope I can count on you on the day of the vote. This major project needs men like you, Louis.
Think about it.
And you never know, right? Maybe by then, I'll see things differently.
Well, thank you for allowing me to believe in that possibility, Louis. From here on, I shall make it my mission to persuade you to change your vote.
Be my guest. But I hope your arguments are very, very persuasive, because I'm not the only one who isn't on your side.
Oh, rest assured, I am working on it.
Very well, then. I'll see you later, my lord.
Yeah, no, that's kind of my. I'm not taking sides. I'm just kind of. I love this like bottomless pit that's in the middle of his office for no reason. Okay, come on, go down the stairs. There you go. Okay, let's see here. What's are we gonna get ambushed by somebody at the bottom? Nope. Okay. Huh. Thought somebody would want to talk to us or something. Monsieur von Volner. That's a really cool name. Johann von Volner. Enter all these random rooms for no reason. I did a lot of exploring in the last one, so we'll. Georgie, we went into his room. We talked to him. It's an empty room, I believe. This should be Piaggi. And mine. Louis Deriche. God, that's a hard name. I don't know why I have trouble pronouncing his name. Oh, that's a disturbing painting.
Next time, I'll listen to my mother. Not a day has gone by without something happening to me. What now?
Louis, open up, please.
George?
Mr. President, I'm coming.
Louis. Ah, there you are at last.
Yes,
I just saw your mother. She was accompanied by Emily, and they both went into the Duchess's room. I tried to join them, but I was refused entry. Louis, this does not bode well.
Oh, shit. Emily might want to avenge her sister. I must act quickly.
You're right, Mr. President. Thank you.
Interesting. Whose room is this? That's Godoy's. There we go.
I do believe that's Emily's voice. I can't understand what she's saying. I can't open it. It must be blocked on the other side. I'll have to find another way in, quick.
Okay, they're connected by those balconies. There's Bonaparte's not in his room.
I have to get inside Emily's room through the... Shit! It's locked.
Yeah, but aren't you on the side of the window that it's, you know... Shouldn't that window be able to unlock from that side? Gain a free skill point in subterfuge. Ha ha! We just burst in through the balcony.
It's as if there are several people inside.
Once again, you're the one who's the victim in all this.
Oh, it's both the sisters.
A letter from
I should
William
never have
the
told you what
Younger
happened to
addressed
me.
to Emily.
That's how it works,
He's the
and you know
present
it full
Prime
well.
Minister of
I'm
the
not
United
that
Kingdom.
naive.
What on earth is... You... Mother?
How dare you do this to me? You can talk after
Told you.
everything I've done for you. You are joking, I hope, right? I gave you my life. That's enough, Emma. Now that Louis is here, you will leave Sarah alone. Cease your revenge immediately. What? If you think you're going to... Louis, help me, I beg you. I can no longer reason with her.
What is happening?
Emily, quit playing games. What? Honestly, don't be ridiculous. No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart. After everything we've been through together.
Yes, well...
Don't you dare bring him into this. This is between you and me. I ask for nothing more, so stop taking it out on Sarah. You prissy little bitch. Dare you. Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? You are joking, I hope. I'm the one who told you everything that's been going on while you were away. Go on then. That's what you want, isn't it? You want to kill me. Go on then, shoot! After all the trouble I've gone through to find you. Go on. What are you waiting for? Here, Louis, take this.
Wait, what's going...
Why are there so many guns in this place?
Go on, shoot! Sorry, Louis, I can't shoot her. She's my sister. That's enough, Emma. Louis, out of the way. She's dangerous. Don't trust her. What are you trying to do? Louis, out of the way! I am not Emma! Come on, Louis, tell her who the real Emily is.
Wait,
That's right, Louis. I'm fed up with this little game. Tell him who the real Emily is.
Why are there so many pistols in this mansion?
Well, Louis, come on, you know how to tell us apart, right?
Yes, but... I'd like to ask you a few questions to make sure there's no doubt.
Rational and open, Louis. Let's see. How can I tell them apart? Wait, I've got an idea.
On the night of our arrival... Who was with us on the wharf?
Cardinal Piaggi, who couldn't stop talking. Louis, I already told her about our arrival. I know, because I was there. The Cardinal went up. You felt poorly, Louis, and I offered you my handkerchief. I was there.
Right. Let's find something else. Ah, yes. Let's speak about my arrival at the manor.
Oh god, this is making me remember stuff.
On the night of our arrival, we were warming ourselves in front of the fire.
Ah, balls.
Mortimer welcomed us in a very odd way. What happened?
It won't.
Okay, talent unlocked, so I have spy. Gain 1 point in diversion.
work, Louis. It wasn't Mortimer who welcomed us. It was Sir Gregory. Sorry, Louis. I already told her.
Very well.
Let's try something else.
On the first night, we went up to bed, but I wasn't tired. I went for a little stroll. Did we get a chance to speak?
Certainly not. I was exhausted and went to bed. Don't think you're going to get away with this deception so easily. I can assure you, you're going to regret pretending to be me once Louis has exposed you.
Right. I don't think I'll get very far like this. I'll have to find something better.
Oh, I don't think I'll even wait until he's finished.
Take it easy now.
Are you mad, Louis?
Lower your arm.
I better act quickly if I don't want things to get out of hand.
Come on, she's putting one over on you. Look at yourself for crying out loud. You were prepared to shoot me down.
In the secret room behind the study. Talk to them about what you've been doing. Maybe they haven't spoken about it between each other yet.
On the night of the disappearance of Elizabeth Adams.
What about it? What do you want to know about that night?
Before going to bed, we found ourselves in an odd situation.
You surprised me searching through Mortimer's secret gallery. Behind the chimney. You were looking for clues about your mother.
Come on!
That's enough! I've had enough of this charade. Louis, there's only one way to tell us apart. There's just one thing I didn't tell her about in detail. Too bad for you, Emma. I didn't want it to come to this, but you leave me no choice. Ask her about you and I. You just lost, Emma. I indeed didn't tell you everything about it. Come, Louis. Speak about our intimacy.
Very well, let's talk about us.
You. She's the one who's. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna use a I use a water. I'll also cure my past things because she's weak to psychology. So I'll get a point back.
You came to visit me, and I can't help wondering why. Why did you come to my room?
Louis, you must be mistaken. I did not go to your room last night, and that's where your little game ends, Emma. Because I never told you about it. So, there you can't answer. What? No! You didn't do that. I didn't want you to be jealous of Louis. Remember how you always used to react whenever you felt you were competing against a man? You dirty...
That's enough. I've had enough of this charade. That's enough, both of you.
Okay, so it was the one in the front. Yeah, I figured that. The one that I'm... Wait, am I guessing who the real Emily is?
You are Emily Hillsborough.
I knew you wouldn't get it
Oh, thank
wrong,
God.
Louis. No! You little bitch! Watch out, Louis!
You little bitch. Oh, God, I feel like I did that at a bad moment. I wanted to see what Profiler was. Use manipulation skill costs 1 effort point less. Oh, sweet.
No!
Hell, what have I done?
See what you've done. See.
See what I've done?
Louis?
Huh.
Earth is
Hey, Mom.
Go. You must leave. Everyone's going to arrive.
Louis, what's going on?
Duchess? Is everything all right?
Go! Go, Mother! No one must find you here.
Go.
Come, Louis. There's nothing more you can do.
But I...
Leave us.
Emily, what's going on?
Mother, go to the crypt. I'll meet you there.
I'll be waiting for you.
Emily.
Madam.
This feels like some sort of like weird Scooby-Doo
Bound
episode.
to end like this, Louis. Let me stay with her, please. Go, I'll cover you.
I swear this has happened in Scooby-Doo. You know, the whole I'm the real one. No, I'm the real one. And that whole thing. Okay, it looks like we can only get out through Napoleon's. What, is this the one? Yeah. So was Emma, was she the one that visited Napoleon that night? Because apparently, because he said, you know, the way he was making it sound was like that.
God, they're all here. They must have heard the gunshot.
Only 3 people.
Lord Mortimer.
There's way more than that in this. Yeah. There's way more than that in the.
Did you hear that? I was not dreaming, was I?
Certainly not, Duke Godoy.
What's going on?
Someone had the bang coming from the Duchess's room, and she isn't answering. Gentlemen, go back to your rooms. Go back to your rooms. I shall find out from Lord Mortimer what this is all about.
Nobody likes you, Gregory. You got a weird face. See if we can extort something. Nope, we can't talk to the guy. Okay. Trying to remember how to get back out to the. Trying to remember how to get back out to the garden. So I think it's, yeah, it's through here, through this creepy library that, again, is like a bottomless pit. Whoever, like, designed this was a fan of just giant holes that make A, no sense, and B, just lead to nowhere. It's like it's like those guys who are in the control room of the Death Star, you know, who are you know, when they fire the planet killing laser, and they're just standing there. You watch, they're just on that like platform with no rail.
Golden elixir. I'll keep it for later.
You know what I mean? They're on that platform with no rail as the beam shoots past them. Like that's gotta just not be a safe job. All right. Nothing like hedge mazes. I'm just so good at those. Alright, are we gonna finally get answers about what the hell is going on?
Louis! At last, there you are.
Mother, wait,
Come, we have to be quick.
No, wait, Mother,
Time is running out, Louis. First, we must...
No! That's enough! I won't go a step further unless you explain to me what is going on here. I'm begging you. Talk to me.
You must trust me, my son.
Why?
You are not ready yet.
You're the one who should trust me. Tell me what's happening.
You would never believe me.
I came all the way here for you. Now I've found you. I'm ready, Mother.
If only... Louis, I have always taught you to keep your mind open and logical. I know you are going to find it hard to believe, but what I am going to reveal to you is entirely true. Many years ago, I found out that demons really do live among us.
I beg your pardon?
And that they can influence our thoughts.
Mother, listen to yourself. I know you're exhausted, but for crying out loud, listen to what you're saying. Demons? What next? An ancient monster with a head like an octopus?
Cthulhu?
Demons look like? Have they got horns and a pointed tail?
No, these are not creatures with billy goat's legs. Forget your Christian folklore. Imagine them more as parasitic spirits. They possess their hosts and direct them from inside.
Parasitic spirits?
Yes, they are capable of going from one body to another as they see fit. And 2 of them are present on this island.
Right. So let me guess.
The Boogeyman and Father Christmas. Mortimer and
Mortimer
Home.
and Sir Gregory, right?
You felt it too?
No, even if Home does look the part. But I don't know who else could do it, given that we're on their territory.
Many years ago, well before you were born, I crossed paths with one of them. Since then, I've spent my life trying to find it again. When we recovered the Alizif, I was persuaded that von Burchard was working for this demon in one way or another. But I thought he would hand the book to a middleman during this conference. That's where I made an error that could well turn out to be fatal. The one who Burchard was meant to give the book to was none other than the demon in person, Mortimer. Not to mention that Home had sent Volner to get it for him.
Home and Mortimer are demons?
They both seem to disagree about many things, but I'll admit I never knew exactly why. There are many of them, Louis, not just those 2.
Mother, have you any proof to support any of this?
Of course, but you do too. You had everything laid out in front of you. Didn't you notice anything?
Can you explain to me why you're missing a hand? Yeah, that's like my biggest question at the moment. Property deeds, family tree. Well, the fact that the property deeds.
Those property deeds across the world, all signed by the same hand, and over several centuries.
Yeah.
I am proud of you, Louis.
I found your notes, written in lemon juice.
Where all eyes size you up. At one stage, I was so afraid of losing my mind that I noted everything down. Congratulations, Louis. Wait, please tell me you didn't open Pandora's box.
The urn? No, I didn't. Why?
Good. We'll deal with it later.
Wait, what? Okay.
I came across his family tree in his study.
An only son.
Since the Third Crusade.
The fall of St. John of Acre, Louis. The fall of St. John of Acre.
I went beyond the Nightmare Mother.
You understood the Masonic date.
1191.
Of course! It was during that siege that the demon took possession of Sir Mortimer. They spent a whole night in conversation until the early hours of the morning. Mortimer had passed the test. He had charmed the demon, and so it chose him to be its host for centuries to come. But tell me, did you find his secret study?
I did indeed.
Did you see his maps of the world?
He has contacts the world over.
Yes, I've been developing the Golden Order across the world for many years, and I've never seen anyone with such influence. It's simply inhuman.
You mean the conference?
How can you explain that someone manages to bring together so many important figures without anyone knowing?
And without any security or personnel. I must admit, I found it difficult to understand how and why Mortimer didn't have a place in history.
On the continent, Mortimer and Home are mere dandies who organize society balls. History forgets them with a disconcerting facility. No one speaks about them, and yet they whisper in the ears of kings and presidents. Louis, I am proud of you. You came all this way. You found me. You have surpassed me.
You taught me everything I know. Right. How did it all begin?
I saw him.
What do you mean? you
Okay,
saw him?
don't use that tone
I
of
was
voice. It
20
makes me
years
think you're
old. I
insane.
was young and carefree.
And had two hands.
Traveled the world in search of adventure. In the Persian Gulf, we came across an ancient grimoire that became unlocked. Composed of 7 parts, each one was a book in itself, set in a sort of metal armor that structured the whole thing. When all the volumes were brought together, they formed a single book. On my return to Paris, I set to studying these pages. I spent all my days and nights studying them.
Oh, I can imagine you doing that.
But the writing was in a language I had never seen before, developed well before Sumerian, in my opinion. So I got the idea to form a small occult circle composed of all the major names in the occult world to see if anyone else could crack it.
And you found no one.
And I found someone, Louis. I found him, or rather, he found me. He was young, charismatic, he was flamboyant.
You mean Mortimer?
He was a veritable mine of knowledge. I showed him the book, and he was able to decipher a few passages. We spent several months together studying the pages.
This is where she tells him he's our father.
He was already old in those days, wasn't he? So you recognized him when you arrived on the island, right?
No, he wasn't in that body. But I know it was him. I swear it was him. The way he spoke, his posture, a few of his intonations, his mannerisms.
Wait a minute. You were talking about 60 years ago. I've lost the thread.
Yes, sorry. He helped me understand certain passages until I realized that he only translated a few parts for me. But I had aroused his interest. It was too late.
How so?
I mean to say he manipulated me. He used me, and in the end, he stole the book with all its secrets.
Did he ever go to your place?
Not once. At least I don't think so. But before disappearing, he proposed a pact between us. He proposed that I follow him and let him teach me, allow him to bring me up.
Shit, she caved.
And you accepted.
Please don't be stupid. You don't make deals with the devil. After that, I spent my whole life looking for him. 3 years later...
Like the options. Shit, she caved.
In London, I lost 6 members of the order in a chase. In 1741, in Tunisia, I found a sect of fanatics who had crossed paths with him once. 1741, in Poland. 1749, in India.
8 years ago in Venice.
We agreed never to speak about what happened in Venice, Louis.
You agreed, and that was before you spoke to me about demons. Wait, the baby we delivered, you and me, that night in Venice, did he have anything to do with Lord Mortimer?
The child was his son.
We stole his son? Are you insane? I always thought we took him to save him.
That
Demon
was
baby.
the case. It was precisely to save him from his father.
Need I remind you the mother died during childbirth? What became of the child?
Later. For the moment,
Probably
that
murdered
is
it.
not the key issue here. Once we found the Al-Azif in Paris, I followed von Borchart's trail here.
My head
I didn't
hurts.
think it would
I'm
lead
so
me
lost.
straight to the demon. It was careless of me. He toyed with me for a few days, until I caught on, until I saw him as he was. But he had no intention of letting me leave. We are all his pawns, Louis, and if we don't want to spend the rest of our lives turning round in circles here, we must absolutely get off this island. All right, can we move on?
Wait a minute, one last thing.
How did you lose the hand? You negotiate the Al-Azif. Why the cannons with Bonaparte? What happened with Amina? Yeah, actually, that is kind of... The cannons is an interesting question. What are the others? Found your letter on the wharf, Piaggi's letter.
Are you going to tell
Thank
me what
you.
happened to your hand?
Better than that, I shall show you.
Samuel Ritter du Choix. You wanted to send me a letter about Godoy.
I wanted you to run a check on Duke Manuel, but frankly, it doesn't really matter anymore now. Godoy is just a pawn like the others. He is not the one I was looking for.
On the evening
Guess we
of
can just
my
ask all of these.
Cardinal Piaggi came looking for you. He was determined to give you a letter.
More of his lists. Louis, I think I know what's in that letter, and I beseech you to believe that it is the least of our worries. We can sort that out later.
What was going on with the cannons in Tuscany?
It was nothing.
Since when does the Order finance wars?
The cannons for that Bonaparte fellow? Listen, once in the lion's den, I did whatever I could to appear legitimate. So yes, I pretended to be interested in Mortimer's project about a young military man who was seeking funding for a foundry in Tuscany. Between you and me, if buying China would have enabled me to escape, I would have signed without hesitation.
All right.
What did you negotiate about the Al-Azif with Volner?
Absolutely nothing. I managed to pull the wool over his eyes until I found a way to flee.
I want to know what happened with Elizabeth Adams.
Louis, we haven't time for those details.
I'm sorry, Mother, but I want to know.
She was one of the receptacles for these monsters. I met her parents when she was born. One of the demons got inside her. The demon used her to spy on her father, John Adams. He is one of the founding fathers and vice president of the United States, you know.
Mortimer possessed her?
No, I don't think it was Mortimer. Her father, John Adams, hired me to tend to her, but the evil in her was too deep. In spite of the various treatments I tried on her, I never succeeded in getting it out of her. It's not something I'm proud of, Louis, but I had to try everything.
I want to know what happened between you and Emily's sister.
Great responsibility often brings difficult choices, Louis. That's all you need to know.
That's not an answer.
Mother, I won't take a step further if you don't answer me.
You dare blackmail me?
Apparently.
Listening.
All right, I used her. So there you are. Happy now? We had the Al-Azif, and I didn't think we would be able to escape with it. In order to ensure that the book did not fall into their hands, or that one of them couldn't read in us where we had hidden it, I asked Emily to...
It's Emma.
Yes, or rather for me, it was Emily. So I asked Emma to hide it without anyone seeing, and then I disposed of her. I am sorry for her, but she was part of the Golden Order, Louis. She knew the rules when she joined.
I don't like you.
Good. I think that's about right. We shall speak about it once we get back to France.
Oh, hell. We just found out your mom's basically a psychopath.
Demons for centuries, Louis. They are playing with our destiny. We are their slaves. And it's time for it to stop. By the way, what was Mortimer's project at this conference?
He demands that the Spanish hand over Louisiana to France.
Oh, knowing him, it won't stop there. We should do our utmost to put a stop to Mortimer's plans. But for the time being, there are more pressing matters.
I still want to know what happened to your hand. That is still my biggest question.
Are you going to tell me why we're here?
There. That's why we are here.
I'm digging this music. Alright. Oh, jeez. I could have been a witness of Napoleon Bonaparte's resolution. I could have spoken with Piaggi about his motivations. I could have learned something about Al-Azif. Jeez, man, I missed out, I guess. I'm not sure where I would have found all these. I managed to go through Napoleon Bonaparte's room without leaving a trace. I protected one of the Hillsborough twins. I went to see the crowd outside Lady Hillsborough's room. Yeah, I don't know how I would have found out that other stuff, but... Alright. Well, let's see our... Bam, we got a level. We got 4 points to spend. Alright. What to do with these 4 points? I'll spend 2 in conviction to get the level. And I'll go these 2 in agility. Validate my points. Damn it, I didn't equip books either. God damn it. Alright, guys, we're going to call this one here. I want to say, as always, thank you so much for watching. Facebook, Twitter, the website, Minds.com. Links, all that stuff can be found down in the description below. Please remember to like, comment if you're not already. Please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more next time. But until then, my name's AJ Kells. This is the Armthar Gaming Channel.